Good morning. Oh, wrong way around. Didn't quite have time to put the... that faded in and out of focus. I get these vagaries of technology, don't I? Didn't quite have time to put the countdown in because I was going to put a countdown in. But anyway, that doesn't matter. What I've got is the 5 cards spread out there ready to go. And I do have this cross-posted to other pages. The mytimetv.live and the Hypnosis Plus with Roz. So if you're on those, click the link above in the description so that your comments can be brought up like this. So I can say, hi, Diane, how are you this morning? Oh, it's a different profile photo, isn't it? That's lovely. I like the water because I live near a beach. I love the water. And hi to you, Holly, how are you? I am just noticing it looks like my voice is not quite syncing with the video at the moment. That's just the back end. So hopefully it's not too distracting if that is what is happening. So I'm just going to pop over to my time just to see who might be there that hasn't clicked the top. So Carolyn, Debbie, Raywin, good morning to you. I do have the link is in the description above, at least on a desktop, if you want to pop over to the Roz Boundy page for me to see your comments. But it doesn't matter if you don't need to have that happening and seeing your name on the screen. It doesn't matter. Now, I'll switch it around so that we can get into the card reading. Now, this is and funnily enough, there's quite a lot of sun out there that it's glowing very nicely through the window. In fact, I'm going to turn off that light this time in case that was making the difference and glaring it a bit. No, it wasn't, so it doesn't matter. What we've got is a 5 card spread as per usual. I've got things popping up that I don't normally have. And things beeping. I've forgotten to turn off put the phone on airplane mode, so I'm just doing that. Oh. So here we are with the cards, and we've got it's the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and that really annoys me that does that. I'll just put that there on the side. And hi, Carolyn. So you've popped over. That's wonderful. Nice to see you here on my page. Now, I'll keep going with the reading though, because we've all got things that we want to do in our day, don't we? And this is just a wonderful start to it. Remember, though, that it is the general reading, so that when you're looking at them as I'm describing the cards, what you feel is your initial message is more of the meaning than what mine is, okay? So do take that into mind. Your gut feeling, your intuition precedes mine, okay? So here's the 5 cards. We've got the work, we've got the home, up here's the unexpected, and we have down here is your role, and this one in the center is the outcome. Obviously, this camera reacts to the white stick there. It's autofocus. It's just one of those things. I don't know the easy way of not letting it do the autofocus. Oh, I must, well, at some point I might find out. And hi, how are you, Karen? There we go. Oh, I love the little sunflowers. Oh, and the lucky 4-leaf clover. Thank you very much for that one. That's good. Although we haven't got the clover in the spread today. We have had it recently. In the work mode, in this energy, we are going to be going out into the public arena. It's actually going out into nature and grounding. I've pulled up another card out of another deck too that is about grounding. So very relevant, especially in the work, business space and place. So do keep the emphasis in being well grounded, in having that, getting back to nature, getting back to the fundamentals, know the why of what you're doing. So, you know, sometimes it can be a drag doing business, and it can be a drag working for somebody else. But ultimately what it is for your own levels. You know, we earn money. That's part of what our society is. It's part of how we actually live in this culture, it's based around money as being that thing that is the exchange. It's the energy exchange in the form of money. And we earn it so that we can have our comforts, we can have our livelihoods to support that level of, well, quality of living, I suppose. And part of that really is, at times when we feel that we're a bit oof about doing the work and getting things moving, that we really need to remember that base of why. Why are we, continuing onward with sometimes stuff we just don't like doing? So I'm feeling that that's more of what this is today, and seeing the beauty in all that. It's a bit of a shame that there's such a glare on the cards this morning, but they are a beautiful deck. This is a beautiful space to be in. So remember to even go out and ground yourself on a bit of dirt today. If you're not close to a park, at least be outside, take the fresh breaths of fresh air, and feel that energy moving through as that grounding for you and connecting with Mother Earth, okay? And I feel that this here, as far as the older woman in the home space too, is part of that base for the grounding, the reasons of why we do some of what we do, because we have that connection to past in our grandparents, in our great-grandparents, in our ancestry. And it's being present in who we are right now with that ancestry as part of us, and allowing that to be our teacher as well, in the reflection, what we're looking out for in that outside the window, like I'm doing now, that it's actually, knowing that it's all that past that's got your back, that is the teacher, that is the guidance as well. And even that connection that, of course, is with being psychic medium, the connection with the other side in that sort of guidance. That's where I feel the home base is from, and that why we're doing what we do. Okay. So we'll move up here to what is the unexpected, is the bouquet of flowers. So it's that recognition at some point in the day that, yes, everything is okay. We are loved. We have someone else is noticing, because to receive the flowers, someone is the giver. And it's also those moments where we too can acknowledge another person by giving. And, whether it's with a physical bunch of flowers, you might be in a position that you really do feel that impulse to get some flowers for somebody and put that little note on it, just as the that the acknowledgement, the love, that, putting it in that other space. That feels a bit weird, putting it in that other space. What's the space? What have you got that space filled with? Even if it's to giving it to yourself as a self-recognition, acknowledging for self. I think that's where that came from. So do be open and aware to that. It doesn't hurt to give, to hand out the smiles, to really, sometimes it can even be just the smile that is the giving of what is a virtual bunch of flowers, and say thank you in both ways, giving and receive, like receiving it. Hang on, giving and receiving. Yeah, that's what I meant, giving and receiving. Now, this one's gone back a bit too far. I'm just trying to move. No, I can't. It's this wobbly attachment. I'm going to have to get a new one. Snake in that position of your role. Yeah, look, it does feel like there's a little bit of a factor of holding off, because you're not sure what's in that bush, what's in the grass, what's that surprise that's going to be. It does feel a bit like, there's the juicy fruits, it's ready to actually be harvested, be grabbed. I'm actually feeling, even in the way that I'm speaking, I'm feeling a reluctance to move forward, to actually take what we deserve, because we've put the work in. This is our role. We have put the work in. We need to be aware, that there might be that tree snake or whatever ready to jump out at us. It's only going to be a scare, an instant surprise scare, like we can do even when mice jump in and around the place, scoot around, especially in winter. But it's that sort of factor, that feeling I'm getting of reluctance to just sort of reach out and have that. Oh, look, I'm grabbing that little light. Take the bold approach and the breath, and that is, these are what you've grown, nurtured, time to harvest. You have the right. That reward is yours. So do take that reward as deserved. Okay, it is what you are able to. And that's where I'm feeling those flowers too, a part of that acknowledgement of self. Job well done, and here is the fruits of the labour. And regardless of what someone else might be trying to say and convince of in the background, ignore that, because it is not true. That's not the truth of the matter. What you're needing to do is stand in that ground of self and have what is rightly yours. So you just need to step up to it and standing your own ground, with strength. You have it. You can do it. So I'm seeing that in this card this morning. So enjoy the fruits of your labour, basically, in that one. Now, here we go to what is further into the journey today. It is actually learnings and the books. In this instance, as the outcome, it is learnings. You know that it's almost like what you've learnt through the day. There is lessons in it, in being out in the nature and getting that connection that is with the the full connection of what is our soul through to Mother Nature. So taking that from above to below, connecting that through, having those moments where we can stand in our history, ancestry, but bringing that all together in those relationships that we've got throughout our day in the work mode, and moving that through with the knowledge recognition. And it's moments like those sometimes that it's really good to write it in a journal. See the lock on this. It's where my eye is going this time. It's the little secret knowings and knowledges that we have that are more for ourselves, to put away in that diary, that journal, that is the secrets. We are doing the learnings as we're moving along in our journey in life, and it can sometimes help to solidify it, to actually bring it into full strength by writing it down, by seeing that from what is here in that thought process, mental understandings of how it is for us, to that physical act of actually writing it down and in a journal. I'm feeling that probably is the learnings from today. We are learning each and every step of our way, and acknowledging it for ourselves too. There is acknowledgement. There is gratefulness, thankfulness, the fruits. All of it is there and available for us. And to be able to put that together, and at the end of the day, understand. And in this case, I do feel just jot it down somewhere in a journal. If you have one that is specifically for just journaling, that is your private thoughts and processes, write them down, just to have that in the physical. Bring it back to what is our grounding in our space, in our journey. So I'm feeling that's, I like books. I like that completion, to have that from what we are actually living in our day, each and every moment being present with it. Do remember to be grounded with it in that natural space of parks and whatnot, so that we're present. And our thoughts are creating that presence in the fact of living it and feeling that in all the emotions and whatever we're feeling as we're moving through our day too. Hi Shaz, how are you? So move it through, give it that beautiful energy of the being present each and every moment, and knowing that you are being the best that you can be in all that you've got from that past, from the ancestry with, with the, in this case, the lady. I do take the older lady to signify myself. I mean, I do put these cards out more as a spread for me, but to share. So take from it what feels most important for you and use that as a bit of a meditation for your day as well. So I'll leave it there. We have hit around the 15-minute mark. So tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock with a fresh spread of cards, we'll see what might still turn up again for tomorrow. It's looking like some of those cards from last week have moved through. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. So be the best person that you can be, and namaste. Till then.